To.
It is prohibited to litter in the streets.
To look down on.
She looks down on her daughter-in-law.
To melt.
The sun melted the chocolate bar that I left in the car.
To mend.
I need to mend my skirt.
To mend.
It is impossible to mend this torn curtain.
To mingle.
He is so shy that he never mingles with the other guests.
To mix.
In order to make a screwdriver, you have to mix vodka and orange juice. To mock. He liked to mock his friends, and now he has none.
To mold.
She tried to mold his personality.
To moo.
That cow moos all day long. To mop. The floor is getting quite dirty, so why don't you mop it?
To nag.
Mom, please stop nagging me.
To neglect.
It is important not to neglect your studies.
To negotiate.
The rebels are attempting to negotiate a peace treaty with the president.
To nod.
Nod if you agree with me.
To nourish.
We have to nourish our cattle better if we want to produce more milk.
To nudge.
I nudged him because he was talking too much.
To obstruct.
Excessive bureaucracy obstructs the proper development of a country.
To overheat.
Your car is going to overheat if you don't stop driving for a few hours.
To overlook.
To overlook can mean to tolerate or to not realize.
To overwhelm.
I was overwhelmed with work last week.
To owe.
You owe me $10.
To pant.
Dogs have to pant in order to regulate their body temperature.
To peel.
We have to peel the potatoes for lunch.
To peep.
He likes to peep into other people's houses.
To perspire.
It's so hot during the summer that I perspire all the time.
To pierce.
The customs officer pierced some of the sacks to check them out.
To please.
We are pleased to inform you that our company is going to hire you.
To plow.
There are very big machines to plow the land.
To poison.
The smoke from his cigarette poisons all of us. The smoke from his cigarette poisons all of us.
To poke.
My nephew likes to poke the ground to observe insects.
To pounce.
The lioness ferociously pounced upon the gazelle.
To pour.
Can you pour some more cream into my coffee?
To praise.
The teacher praised his students for their good grades.
To prescribe.
The doctor prescribed gentamicin for the kidney infection.
To press.
In order to make an elevator work, one only has to press a few buttons.
To pretend.
He was fired because he called his office pretending that he was sick.
To print.
So now you can send the documents to print.
To procrastinate.
His biggest weakness is that he always procrastinates.
To propose.
I want to propose some changes in the company.
To quote.
Please quote the price of the latest color monitor available. To reassure. I reassured her that everything would turn out fine. To recover. Take the medicine as prescribed, and you will recover fast. To recruit. The Army recruited about 100 men from this area. To refund. We can always refund your deposit if you don't like the merchandise. To register. I have to register for all my classes today.
To regret.
I regret everything that I said and did last night.
To rehearse.
The actors rehearsed all morning long.
To renew.
Are you going to renew my contract? To request. I requested to speak with the president of that company.
To resign.
In 1974, Mr. Nixon resigned from his position as President of the United States.
To rub.
Can you rub my back?
To sail.
Magellan was the first to sail completely across the Pacific.
To scatter.
The little girl got upset and scattered her toys all over the room.
To scrape.
You have to scrape all the paint off the wall and then paint it again.
To scratch.
The cat scratched my arms when I was petting him.
To scratch.
Please scratch my back where I can't reach.
To screw.
We have to screw these pieces back on before the whole table collapses.
To scrub.
I had to scrub the rug for half an hour to get all of the stains out.
To season.
Season the meat before cooking it.
To season.
A good chef must know how to season meat and fish.
To seduce.
She tried to seduce him with her beauty.
To shiver.
I was shivering because it was so cold.
To shrug.
He shrugged as if to say that he didn't care.
To sigh.
The manager sighed when he listened to the ridiculous suggestion.
To skate.
She now likes to ski more than to skate.
To slip.
Yesterday I slipped as I was getting off of the bus.
To smear.
He smeared the whole sofa with his greasy clothes.
To smuggle.
It is against the law to smuggle. To snatch. The thief snatched her purse and ran away. To sneeze. When somebody sneezes, you reply, "Bless you." To soar. The eagle was soaring through the sky. To sow. The farmer sowed the field with hope and determination. To spatter. Put the lid on the frying pan because the bacon is spattering all over.
To spell.
How do you spell your name? L-O-U-I-S or L-U-I-S? To splash. He splashed me when he dove into the pool. To spoil. Grandparents love to spoil their grandchildren. To squat. I had to squat in order to hide. To stab. 2 people were stabbed yesterday in a fight. To stagger. On his way home, the drunk was staggering along the road. To stain. The ketchup stained my dress. To stalk. Lions have to stalk before attacking their prey. To stall. My car stalled last night, so I had to call a tow truck. To stammer. He starts to stammer when he gets nervous. To stand. I can't stand him when he does that. To strain. She strained the blackberry juice and served it with breakfast. To stress. The president stressed that he would work hard for peace. To stretch. I stretch my legs before doing any exercises. To stuff. My mother is going to stuff a turkey for Christmas dinner. To stumble. He stumbled over the junk on the floor. To stutter. The Venezuelan singer, Giordano, stutters, but not when he sings. To subdue. The Roman Empire subdued many countries. To sue. We will sue the airline. To supply. There are enough uniforms to supply all the personnel. To supply. They supply meat to several supermarkets. To swallow. The baby girl couldn't swallow all of her food. To sway. The storm is making the ship sway. To sweat. Playing basketball makes me sweat a lot. To tame. I will tame this horse. To testify. Can you testify in court? To tie. They need to score 1 more point to tie the other team. To tow. We have to tow this car to the garage. To tremble. He trembled upon seeing a ghost walk through the room. To trust. Many doctors do not trust these new techniques. To tune. This piano needs somebody to tune it. To tune. Can you tune that station in a little better? To twinkle. I love how that star twinkles. To twist. I twisted my ankle. To verify. The bank will verify the state of my investments. To waste. Don't waste your time because he won't change his mind. To water. During the summer, it is forbidden to water the plants from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. To whip. The prisoner was whipped by his captors. To whisper. We had to whisper so as not to wake up the baby. To wink. I know that she was joking because she winked at me. To worship. An atheist does not worship any god. To wrap. I am going to wrap this present